everyone, I'm feeling so much better. I'm just about 100% back to what I was, except for by the end of the day, I get a little bit tired. Hubby feels great as well, and I want to thank you guys so much for your well wishes, for your prayers, and for your most amazing comments. In the last week, or 2 weeks now, I've done 2 videos talking about our illness and what it was, and explain to people why I can't say the word and because of the platform we're on. And I also shared another video. In the course of over 2,000 videos of mine, I know what it's like to get a little bit of hate. I've become used to it now. In fact, it mostly rolls off my back. I don't really pay much attention to it. The comments where you're fat, you're ugly, you're lazy. I mean, go figure on that one. All of these things. Of course, throughout the videos, I will get a comment here and there about that. Generally, I don't get a lot of negativity on my channel, and I usually take care of it. Well, of all the videos I've ever done, talking about the Lord, talking about my Mennonite faith, talking about my broken house, talking about all these things on my heart to hearts. Did you know the biggest hated video I have ever done was the one I just recently done on the oximeter or the pulse meter? You guys know what I'm talking about. If not, here's the video. After I made the video, I didn't even think anything about it. I put the video up because let me share with you the backstory a little bit. So when we were very sick and ill, we had the you-know-what. Come on, you guys know what. And the doctor had said, there's a teledoctor, and he had said, you stay at home, you do this, 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 this. And he said, get an oximeter. That's what he said. Now, I can talk to a doctor really quickly, like most everyone else. All I have to do is do a conference call, and there I am talking to a doctor. And the doctor prescribed getting one of those meters. He said that way you can generally, monitor everything, and that way you can know a little bit more about your life, because my husband and I, none of us are on medication, none of us have any ailments, none of us have any illnesses, none of us have any conditions whatsoever. And my husband said, Tessie, you really should do a video on that. He said, maybe some of the people that watch you don't know what an oximeter is. The same as us. We had no clue what that was. I mean, I know when I went to the hospital, they stuck a thing on your finger, but I didn't know you could buy it over the counter. So, me, I just said, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna make a video on that. That way, if some people like us want to know about it a little bit, it's out there for free words of advice that were given to us. And so I did the video, and I had hundreds of comments on that video. I think I had over 500 comments. I'm not sure. Hubby's the one who knows exactly how many comments I get on videos. And all but about 8 or 9 of them were, yes, our doctor said the same thing. Yes, we actually got them free with our insurance. Yes, this can really help us. This is great. Tessie, this is a great video. I had nurses after nurses after nurses tell me, yes, Tessie, this was really good. I'm glad you shared that. That will help people out, if they're interested in it. As you know, I'm not a doctor or nurse or nothing like that. I just thought because I have a platform, it would be a public announcement just to share with people a little bit something I learned. I know there are people that are the know-it-alls. No matter what you say, they know better and they know it all. That is their personality. I totally understand that. So you will have a group of people, a personality, I would say personality disorder, but whatever, that they always know it all. Know it all. I'm not that person. I don't know it all. I'll be honest with you. Come on. I'm just a girl that doesn't talk properly at times. I get tongue-tied. I'm just an everyday girl. But I learn a lot, and I'm growing a lot by learning a lot, and I want to share it with other people. There's a reason for this video, because I am super duper excited and happy. Yoo-hoo! And so when these comments came, I know where they came from, and I know that there are people that no matter what you do or say, it's like, oh, you do it this way. Oh, you do it that way. But I was kind of like, oh my word, what is wrong with these people? I really said that. I said, what is wrong with these people? I said to my husband, I said, nothing ever shocks me anymore on YouTube. You know, people, the way they talk about things, nothing shocks me anymore. It doesn't shock me. I've heard it all, I've seen it all, and I've read it all. But I said, all I was doing was just sharing something that you can use, you know, even if you exercise, you can put it on if you exercise to see how your lungs are functioning. I mean, come on, people. I'm about as mild as Mother Teresa and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, I am never gonna come on there and have something controversial like, you know, major. I'm just me, just saying something. And that happens a lot with YouTubers. You know, they'll share something that it's just so benign, you know, it's nothing, but people go whoosh, blow it out of proportion. But the reason for this was I was feeling, I just was feeling a little heavy-hearted about it because I thought, I don't understand people anymore. Common sense. Where is common sense? You know, common sense is you don't take what Homestead Tessie says and live off of it 100%. You take it with a grain of salt and say, okay, that sounds logical to me. You know, having one of these would help me out. I'm not gonna not go to the doctor because I have one of these. I'm gonna go to the doctor, you know, if there's something wrong. Well, let me tell you what. Let me tell you something. And I'm trying to stay very humble about it because it did hurt my feelings because people were just so cruel. Like, it was awful. And this has always been the problem with me is because I'm very empathetic. And so with my Christian background, when people are mean, I always want to share the love of Christ to them. And I always want to turn the other cheek. And I do that, always do that. That's just my personality. But when it got to the point was, I realized that there's going to be people that do things no matter what, and I'm not sharing Christ to them because they don't want to hear Christ. And so it's like flirting with the devil. Seriously, it's like flirting with the devil when people are rude and mean. Not when people criticize in a loving way. I'm talking about when people are rude and mean and say nasty things. I love a healthy criticism. That's how I learn. Many times people have come on my channel, they are my friends and they don't agree with me. It's not that fact that you gotta agree with me and everything I say, you gotta be respectful and say you don't agree, but say it in a respectful way. I'm talking about the handful of comments that were just absolutely nasty. Well, after that video ran, you know, the nasty comments came right away. And I was just like, I just don't understand this. Like, these people are like unhinged. Well, let me tell you what. The Lord has really confirmed in my heart because I just got to the point where I said, you know what? I don't know. You know, maybe people just are beyond common sense these days. Even though I got all of those comments, I mean, 99% were amazing. The emails started rolling in. And also, the correspondence with people started rolling in. Correspondence with nurses, with doctors. Yeah, doctors, like certified doctors. Got emails from EMTs. I got emails from paramedics. I got emails that people's lives were changed. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I could not believe it. I started getting all these emails. Tessie, thank you so much for what you've done. You know, that is a great public announcement. Thank you so much for sharing. I've been a nurse for 40 years in the emergency room, and they said that this was great information. I've had doctors that said this was great information. I've had paramedics that say, yes, you know, this is good, so people know a little bit about their health. I thought to myself, how can these like 8, 9 people say they're nurses and how this was awful, but then I get emails from doctors and nurses that are certified, because on the email it had the certifications, like it was legit, it was doctors, like it was amazing. And then I realized either they weren't nurses to begin with or, you know, whatever, but that was all fine. I think I got 4 emails from like nurses and paramedics, and then I got an email from a doctor. But that was okay. That's not here or there. You know, I'm really happy for that. But let me tell you what, I'm gonna tell you what has changed me so much, and never double thinking what I say again when it's coming from the heart. I've had emails from people that actually got one of them and went to the doctor. I had a woman that told me that she was in her 70s, and for a while she just didn't feel very good. And she said she felt like her heart wasn't beating right. She got one of them the day that I put out my video. She said she didn't even know they even make something like that. She put it on and her heart rate was dangerously high. She said she went immediately to the doctor with the meter, and the doctor said, it's a good thing you came in. She had a heart condition that they are working on. She didn't go into detail about it. She just said that she is seeking treatment. I had another email of somebody who said their pulse rate was really low. They were ill for a long time, didn't know why. Their pulse rate was low, so now they're going to the doctor. I'm just so thankful because, you know, when you speak from your heart and you share your heart with people and you have some people condemn you, it's hard. It's like, oh, wow, like, what did I do? I was just being me. So now here's my point. My point is this. This isn't like a ha ha, not at all. I'm very humbled because once again, I felt like, wow, you know, is it even worth it for me to do all these things, to share my heart in such a way? Because it seems like when I share my heart, bam, 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 you know, no matter what I share, people come after me. And I realized, you know, that is just the part of me who wants to please everyone. I was born with it, I will die with it. You know, that's just my personality. The same with the people that think they know it all. They will be born that way, they will die that way. That's their personality, that's how they are. Whenever you're with them, they're gonna be doing that. That's just how they are. But I realized that the most hated video I ever had was the smartest video I have ever made. And that just shows to prove no matter where you are in life. Maybe you have a coworker, maybe you have a family member, maybe you have a neighbor, maybe you have a friend that no matter what you do in life, they always have something to say about it. I mean, most of us know people like that. I mean, most of us do. I want to tell you, never ever underestimate your value. Never underestimate what you can do. Never underestimate the purpose that you have. Do not close your mouth and be quiet. I can't tell you what to do. If you have a family member or you have a coworker or you have somebody who's always doing that. But for me, I realize that I can only witness to people who have ears to hear it. And I'm not giving up on the people that are always so cruel and mean. But you know, I realized one thing, I don't deserve it either. And so I learned a big lesson, and I think really God spoke through it all because, you know, I've been getting these emails, and you know, that was a video that was just such a simple video. I was still extremely not feeling well, and it was such a simple video just saying, hey, this is something you can do. Sadly, the world that we're in on YouTube and the world that we're in with people, it is getting harder and harder to share common sense. It's just the way it is. Common sense is not common anymore. And so what do we do about that? Well, we just keep spreading the light and spreading common sense. And to those of you who are watching me who still don't agree with me, that's okay. You know, it's okay not to agree with people because we don't agree on everything. I mean, I have my husband that I love for 34 years. I don't agree everything with him. But there's a thing about not agreeing, and then there's a thing about being rude, disrespectful, and downright evil. There's a difference. So if you're calling somebody names and you're saying things about somebody and you're being really rude to them because you don't agree with them, then you're the one that's in the wrong. And so while not everybody's going to agree with every single video that I do, I realize that what I did was an amazing thing for those that it did touch. For the people that it did touch, that video was worth it for you. Yes, it was. That video was worth it for me having a little bit of hate on that because I shared my heart. Worth it. And you know what? I have to always remind myself, it's always worth it. Always worth it. Because when you are taking a stand for something, you're gonna get flack. If you don't do anything in life, if you don't stand up for yourself in life, if you don't do anything, you won't ever get the flack, but then you're not making a difference. And I want to encourage you out there. There's a lot of you that work away, a lot of you that work with people that are really rude and mean. Just remember that they're attacking you because for some reason you threaten them in a way that is powerful. And you have worth, and you have self-worth. And don't ever be discouraged by other people. Continue your personality and continue sharing your life with people. Because let me tell you one thing, for those that listen, it's all the worthwhile. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.